sec.
Okay.
And then I'll do it again. Can you see it now, Lee?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is our PowerPoint. I'm going to go run through some things. And then I hope you don't mind. I plan on using this in our team page.
Okay.
Just instead of doing it over and over and over again, what I thought would be great is, now that I've designed this, have it as the pin post in the team page.
Okay.
With a welcome letter. And that way, when any one of us, you included, sign up a new coach, this can be the first thing that they come to and hear me.
Mm-hmm.
And they can go through all of this and they can like feel a little bit more ready, set, go. So welcome to Team Living the Dream, because I haven't been able to like officially welcome you, which I just sent you a little something in the mail too yesterday.
Oh, thank you.
Because you joined at the same time Irma decided to hit Florida. So it's been kind of crazy with the hurricane. But so I'm going to go through some just logistics and parts that aren't, I'm definitely, I think there's two types of people. There's a motivator and there's a motivator, a preacher, and a teacher. I am a preacher. And so, but some of my teammates and different personalities really need the teacher. So I'm working really hard to balance both of those. So when you first sign up to be a coach, it can be really overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you're coming out of a challenge group or you're signing up right away as a coach, because on Facebook, there's several different groups to be a part of. But just keeping in mind that it's really, our business is super simple. And that's the biggest thing I want to get across to you and to other brand new coaches. We are kind of the ones that complicate it. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, and 4 years later from doing this, is 4 simple, vital behaviors. Practice with consistency every day that moves you and your business forward. And that's why I love it so much. And so, there's, of course, things to learn and places to grow. But really, if you're practicing those 4 vital behaviors that we'll talk about, that's all you need to do. But the first thing is your links. So once you sign up as a coach, you have your own coach online office. Okay. The same way you had a free membership account, mm-hmm. You now have a coach online office. And getting familiar with that can be a little bit overwhelming. But at the same time, it just takes a little bit of time and going back there and kind of playing with it when you have some free time. I don't even access everything in my coach online office. Yeah. What's important back there, the main things that you need to know is to have a before picture in your profile, in your coach online office.
Okay.
Have a bio pic and your bio filled out. So when you go into your coach online office, just at least having those 3 things is important, because as you move your business forward, or if you sign anybody else up, that's going to require the minimum of that to get you going.
Okay.
In your coach camp, your coach school that you're in one right now, but you don't need to wait for that to get your Beachbody link set up. You can go to coachlinks.com, mm-hmm. or you can just use the Coach mobile app, which I find the easiest and the best way to sign anybody up, coach or customer. Mm-hmm. I have, for some reason, did not download on my phone. I'm not sure why, but you can either download the app, or I just pull it up with Google.
Yeah.
You can see that. This is what the screen looks like.
Okay.
So it's the Coach mobile app. And the reason I find that the best is because when you're signing up people through the Coach mobile app, it's easier for you and your coach or customer, because it kind of streamlines it for them, and they just get that email and they're going to get to, they're either signing up as a coach or a customer, but what you guys talked about together is already in that email for them. So yeah. It's easier for them. So for me, whatever is easier for a new person, a new coach, or a new customer is the way to go. The only time I don't use the app is if they've already ordered something from Beachbody. You know, Beachbody is an incredible company, and it's actually been around for a little bit now. I think it's like coming on a decade. So a lot of the times I'll get a new coach or customer that may have ordered a program, 5 years ago. And they have that same email. So the first thing I would do is I ask them, do you have another email that we can use? If they don't, that's when I would send my link, my copy and paste link.
Gotcha.
Which you can just easily set those up when you have some time. It's just setting up your free membership, your coach, and then it even has links to every single program.
Okay.
And sometimes with my new members, I send them mine. I just copy and paste, and you can take my ID off the end and just add your own, and then store it.
Okay.
I suggest to new team members to start something new in their computer for their Beachbody business. So you already having an online business, you may know this. I use Dropbox just because if everything were to like fall apart and like crash, Dropbox I would still have access, and it's happened. So my Apple crashed before, and I was using Dropbox. So all my Beachbody files, things for challenge groups, my team page, I still had.
Yeah, we use Dropbox at my hotel company. So I love Dropbox.
Yeah, and for me, I'm not techie at all. So I know this is another thing. Anyone watching this, you're a little bit better with this stuff. But if you're not, don't ever let that get in your way of moving your business forward, because keeping things really simple is possible. You don't have to be a techie person to have an online business. I know that sounds crazy, but you don't. You just have to fail forward and learn as you go. Dropbox I love because you can keep those separate folders. So like I have a folder for the team page. I have a folder just listed as inspirational photos. Like if I'm not feeling inspired, but I know I have to post for consistency, it's there. So I can just grab it and share it. So it's a really simple, and that's the one I use, but you can use whatever you want. So moving on to the vital behaviors. This is what's most important. And I forgot the fourth, but these three to me, and in all honesty, are what's most important in your business. So number one is proof the product works. It is self-explanatory. In the 4 years I've been coaching, I have had some people join my business that it was more of network marketing for them. And there's nothing wrong with setting big goals and wanting income. And this opportunity in our company can do that for anyone willing to work for it. But it will never happen without this first vital behavior. So my best coaches and myself come out of challenge groups. You have to have that transformation. It doesn't mean you have to have, rock solid abs. That's what I love about Beachbody. It's not about perfection, but you have to fall in love with Shakeology, fall in love with the workouts, and have that transformation inside it out. So you have that passion and conviction to share with other people. Because even when you have that originally and you slide off of it, which we're all human and we do, it makes it harder to go into that second vital behavior, which is invite. But inviting to me is not just, hitting people's inboxes or being salesy or being spammed. It's really sharing your journey. It's being consistent with your progress. And it's really building relationships. And this vital behavior becomes the most difficult I've seen for people in the business, because they're afraid of what other people are going to think, or they're afraid of asking people. And what we have to get past and out of our own way is, if you're being that vital behavior number one, you won't be. Because you'll be so lit with your own results, how you feel health-wise, whatever your story ends up being, that you won't feel like. I have never felt salesy because I'm that passionate. So that's what's going to make you be like, I would want my friends, I would want my family, I want everyone to be a part of this. And then if they don't want to be, it's not personal, because that means that's where they are in their lives. And it's not easy to change your lifestyle, and people have to be ready. And so to me, that goes into the vital behavior of personal development. I can honestly tell you too, this is a big one where people slack, where I have slacked. And when I slack, there is no momentum in my business. Personal development is the game changer with this becoming something or nothing. And I have even had team members that have incredible transformations, but they're not inviting because they're not doing personal development. So I do best personally when I'm listening to it, when I'm engaged in a book, and when I'm carving out time for my personal development. And that's hard, right? Because we're all super busy. So time is a big thing, especially in our team, because we like attracts like. Most of us are moms or working women, married, other jobs. I mean, Beachbody is not supposed to be our life. It's to give us a life and some more freedom. So utilize your time. Like for me, I put on personal development. I just YouTube like motivation, or I'll listen to like Joel Osteen while I'm doing my workout. I'm crunching 2 birds, killing 2 stones at once. It wasn't something I ever did before coaching, and it's literally changed my life. When I feel like doing personal development the least is when I need it the most. I have tons of books that I recommend as a new coach. I would say Go Pro by Eric Wolf is a personal development is a hard thing to suggest because it's really about what you need in the moment. But just speaking in business terms, Go Pro will be a game changer, no matter what business you're doing. And The Compound Effect is a really good book as a coach and as a challenger. And that's by Darren Hardy, which is one of my favorite guys. Go Pro is Eric War. And again, you're probably like, I know you're busy too. If you don't have time to sit and read, which most of us don't, you can audio all of these. You can even buy the book audio on Amazon and just plug in. Try to get personal development when you're driving. Try to get it when you're cleaning. Try to make time for it in the nuggets of space that you may have. Because that may be the only way to get it done. I'm going to be driving for 3 hours today, so I'm just going to plug into the Slight Edge and listen to it the whole way. And I'm telling you, when I am engaged in personal development, I post more fearlessly. I can invite people. I'm more passionate. So usually when we have like this dull, or we just feel like we're questioning ourselves or doubting ourselves, or we're in our own head about stuff, it's a lack in what personal development we're doing. So setting goals and creating an action plan. For month 1 of being a coach, which I would say for you could even be the next month, because this month is almost over with, and you didn't really sign up to be a coach working the business right away, and then a hurricane hit. So month 1 doesn't mean always right when it's what your month 1 is. But you want to set that goal to pay for your own Shakeology. Absolutely. That is like your first goal, and then moving forward. And that takes just getting 3 other people on Shakeology, either through a challenge pack or through just Shakeology. That's going to create residual income for you. And now you absolutely know that you have covered your own cost. That was a huge first goal for me, and achieved that because I knew I was in love with this product. I was not going to stop drinking it, and I wanted to get it covered. Once you do that, you qualify for Success Starters. So what Success Starters is, for the first 3 months of your business, if you reach Success Club 5, which is helping those 3 people, either with a challenge pack or with Shakeology, you have now earned a free ticket to Summit, which is next year in, I believe it's Minnesota. It's one of the biggest Beachbody events. So we have all these super Saturdays that you hear about. They're quarterly, but Summit is the big year one.
Okay, where is it located?
Minnesota next year. They do it different every year. But what's awesome about Success Starters is your ticket's free, and it's like a $300 ticket. So even when you have no idea what your life's going to be, you don't even know what you're going to do with this business yet, to get something just for free, to have that option, why the heck not, right?
Yeah.
That is how I went to my first summit, is getting that ticket, because there's no way I could afford it. So it's a great goal to set. Month 2, you want to advance to Emerald, qualify for a Success Club again, because that's how you're getting to your Success Starter. Month 3 is achieving that goal, qualifying, getting your Success Club, and earning your ticket. Advancing to Emerald takes what we talked about. It takes signing 2 coaches. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean that they, whether it's a discount coach is someone that is just getting Shakeology for the discount, or a coach that may want to help other people like you and I, doesn't matter. Beachbody is going to put one on the left, one on the right, and we can talk about placement later, because that will help you with that. And that is how you get to your first Emerald rank. What's awesome about Emerald, and why you want to really jump to it, is because once you're an Emerald coach and you're hitting that goal of Success Club, Beachbody opens you up to leads. So you get people filtered to you, and you're creating income and commission by people that you don't even know, with the opportunity to reach out to them. Okay. So it's really, really cool. And you only get that opportunity once you're at that status. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I've signed some coaches and gotten customers that were just leads. Okay. So if I go into my back office, and we can have another call where I go through the back office with you. Mm-hmm. I see like a customer that I did not sign. And so they're from Beachbody, and maybe they just ordered like Brazilian butt or something, like, because some people have no idea. They're just going to go on Beachbody and order. But the thing about Beachbody is someone's going to get that commission. Yeah. A coach is going to receive that. So then I reach out to them and try to plug them into more. I have a little letter that says, hey, I'm so excited you started your fitness journey. I'm actually your free coach. I'd love to plug you into my next accountability group and help you reach your goals. So my main goal is to get them on Shakeology, number 1, and then plug them into the next group I have coming up. Sometimes they get back to me. I leave my number, I leave them to text me, and my email. And believe it or not, I have really helped a lot of people that way. Sometimes nothing becomes of it, but I still got the commission off of what they ordered. Yeah. So it's a win-win. Mm-hmm. So a power hour is important to talk about, because we're all so busy. So a power hour is looking like this: adding 3 people to your Facebook's friends list, if that's where you're choosing to grow. Mm-hmm. Instagram is also an awesome way to grow. Utilizing both is kind of a no-brainer, but you kind of just pick your social media platform. Start conversations and new relationships. I find commenting on people's photos, liking other people's stuff, helps so much more than what you put out. Yeah. And the reason for that is, once you start loving on someone organically, like instinctually, they're going to come over and look at what you're doing. Mm-hmm. It's just what we do as people. So people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So like loving on people is going to bring them back and see what you're doing, right? So 5 new invites daily. Check into your challenge groups. So, checking into the group that you may be a part of, or you might have some people in, checking into the team page, responding, follow up, and trying to schedule your posts, especially if you are so busy and like you're a working woman that works full time. Sometimes thinking about what you're going to put out there is a good idea. Mm-hmm. I do not do that. And I'm never going to. But there are some coaches that really need that structure. For me, it has to be organic. It's always how I feel. And that has really worked for me. Like, I can't know how I'm going to feel tomorrow after my workout. I only know it then. So I try to do a post. I try to do a post when I am inspired. When I have a moment of inspiration. If I'm doing something with my kids and something that comes across that touched my heart, that will be my post. But life is busy, right? So we don't always have time. So sometimes I'll think about things I want to share, but I have to write it down and do it when I have some time. Because I can be like so inspired and Sean doesn't give a squat. And I don't have time, and I don't want to be that mom that's sitting there on my iPhone. So I'll jot it down. I have like a little post book. And when I get some time, when later at night or when he's busy with something or when my work hour is, then I'll do that post. It helps me spell things better. It helps me filter through it, kind of read over it, and it comes across better, getting my message across. So team culture. Team culture is really important to me. I just went through a huge shift in my business this year, and it was a challenging time, but in all honesty, it's been such a godsend because it's really important to me to have people that genuinely want to help other people. And that's really what the business is. I mean, our incomes are a direct reflection of helping more people feel as amazing as we do. So trust, positivity, character, and integrity, but fun and professional and heart and hustle. So a real desire to not expect this to be easy, to learn, to grow, not to be overwhelmed, not to be stressed, but to want to learn how to be better and engage in those vital behaviors, make them a part of who you are, and your day is the culture that I wish to create within Team Living, the dream. That also stems from your own why. And I talk about the why so much. And even within our new team page, I was wanting people to share their why, because your own personal why will be your power. And it needs to be powerful enough to make you move forward. And then it needs to be more powerful enough to carry you through after the initial shine wears off. And you can really start learning the potential here, because the potential in Beachbody is long term. It is a solid, credited, incredible company with an incredible CEO that literally wants to see you change every aspect of your life, not just financially, emotionally, spiritually, your body, your health. And it's my passion for it. But that passion comes in waves, and life hits and things happen. And so your why has to be strong enough to kind of carry you through. Now, that doesn't mean it has to stay that way or begin that way. I should say begin that way. My initial why was just to cover my Shakeology. And I want you to know, as a new coach, that's okay.
Yeah.
You don't know anything. You don't know the potential. And half the time you don't know what anyone's talking about. It's all good. It's about failing forward. Your why is your personal reason to make moves in your business. As you move forward, it will grow. You'll cover that goal, and then you'll be like, okay, like, what's the next? Your why will grow with your business. Challenge groups is the heart of the business, in my opinion. It is your business at the end of the day, and you can end up running it however you want. But challenge groups to me is where we build relationships. It's where we truly help people. It's where we keep people accountable. It's why what we do works, instead of them just giving them a product and being like, you know, there's so much diet stuff out there. There's so many quick fixes. But when you just give people a product, A, they might not even use it. And B, if you're not holding them accountable, you know, how we do before pictures and making every day inspiring people to show up. Change like this is really, really hard. And it's easier for some, harder for others. It's all about where they're starting in their fitness journey. And so to me, challenge groups and holding people accountable to their goals is how it's going to happen. It's also how we create great coaches. One misconception in the business is thinking that you have to be in perfect shape to be a coach. That is so wrong. In actuality, your journey will attract more people and ability to help more people than being perfect. There has been coaches who have 100+ pounds still to lose. And by them just being brave enough to share their journey and their story, they help more people than that perfectly fit person who isn't brave enough to be vulnerable. Being vulnerable on your social media and willingness to really put yourself out there, that's what's going to inspire people. That's what's going to build relationships. And that's what's going to make people, when you do go and invite them and they go over to your page, they're going to feel like they need to feel like they know you and they can start trusting you. And the reason not to take rejections is because look how many times you rejected me. You are no different than every other person that I end up helping or coach. Rejections aren't personal. Rejections are about where they are. They may not be able to, people don't know the value of Shakeology until they start drinking it. So don't be discouraged by that. Be inspired by it, that you really want them to feel this good, but you just keep following up. Never put your eggs all in one basket. You just build, it's about talking to more people, and the book Go Pro will really help with that. Because people just don't know until they know. And so that is our biggest goal. Get them on it and have them fall in love with it too. And then have them fall in love with the journey in our challenge group. So Emerald Coach, that's your first goal to set. So setting a goal is only good if you know why you even want it. What it is you plus 2 coaches. Why you want it is what we talked about. It earns a bigger team cycle bonus. It's eligible for customer leads. It's eligible for Success Club leads. And what you need is that before pick in your bio in your Coach Online office for you to be able to start seeing the benefits of that. But it's very simple. It just may sound complicated right now, but it is very simple. At the end of the day, the most important things is knowing those 3 vital behaviors, practicing them every single day with consistency, and knowing why you're doing them. That's it.
Awesome.
I want to make sure I leave enough time. For questions. So I'm going to stop the screen share.
Okay.
And I'm going to stop recording so I can have this portion in the team page. Of course, I love to do a one-on-one call with my new team members, but this would be a great way for them to just get started and be able to set up your links, be able to know the core foundation of our business and of our team.
Okay.
So let me stop recording.